A cherry tree makes many blossoms and fruit to germinate and grow. That is why the tree blooms. But the extra blossoms are far from useless. They fall to the ground, decompose, feed various organisms and microorganisms, and enrich the soil. Around the world, animals and humans exhale carbon dioxide, which plants take in and use for their own growth. Nitrogen from waste is transformed into protein by microorganisms, animals, and plants. Horses eat the grass and produce dung, which provides both nest and nourishment for the larvae of flies. The Earth's major nutrients, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, are cycled and recycled. Waste equals food. The latest trend in environmental design is to create and design structures to mirror nature. When designing eco-effective homes, one of the most important factors to consider is the local environment, climate, and resources. For today's purpose, you will learn about techniques applicable to the mild San Antonio climate. To have the most environmentally friendly and energy-efficient home, you must consider the design and construction, heating and cooling systems, and landscaping techniques. First, let's discuss how you can use energy-efficient construction in your home, specifically framing and roofing techniques. If you look here, you can see a visual comparison between the standard and advanced framing methods. This type of house framing is called optimum value engineering. It increases the amount of insulation and reduces the amount of studs as compared to standard techniques. This next picture shows a cool roof that reflects light to absorb less heat, keeping your home cooler. This leads to reduced energy bills, which lowers power plant emissions and can help prevent blackouts during times of high energy demand. Depending on what type of roof you have, there are many options to make your roof cool. Our next topic involves heating and cooling systems. There are two types of solar heating and cooling systems for your home, passive and active. Depending on what your preferences are and whether you are updating or building, there are many different options you can choose from that will work well in San Antonio. Passive solar heating involves no electrical devices to control or move solar heat. Instead, it uses windows, walls, and floors that are strategically placed to collect and distribute heat. Active solar heating involves solar panels that either heats the air or a liquid that has been transferred into electricity to heat the home. Lastly, landscaping can make a big difference in your home's ecological footprint. Strategically placed plants can provide both shade and insulation for your home. Air under trees can be as much as 25 degrees cooler than air over a nearby blacktop. For San Antonio's hot, humid climate, it is best to landscape in a way that channels summer winds towards your house. Plant trees on the south side of the home to provide shade, and smaller trees and shrubs on the west for afternoon sun. Utilizing xeriscaping, or a process of planting plants to reduce water use, can cut down on your water bills. Xeriscaping involves designing and planting an appropriate to your location and climate, and implementing efficient irrigation techniques. In conclusion, it takes a lot of planning and thought to create the most environmentally efficient home. And like the cherry tree, it should take in only as much as it gives back out, never creating waste for the world.